My husband slept while our 8-year-old fed the baby chips. When I confronted him, he said, "Oh, my bad," and went on a violent rampage when I kicked him out. Plus one update. I'm leaving him. This is the last straw. I worked a long shift, and when I came home, our apartment was a mess with trash and food everywhere. My 8-year-old son ran up to me, covered in stains and baby formula, saying, "Sis is crying real bad, she's hungry. I'm sorry I tried to feed her." I rushed into the nursery and sure enough, my daughter's diaper was full. She was screaming and crying with a red face, still in her crib. The room was messy with baby formula and chips. I later learned from my son that he had tried to make a bottle for her but didn't know how, so he tried to feed her potato chips to calm her down, but she couldn't eat them. He'd been trying to open the door to our bedroom, but it was locked the whole time, while his father was in there sleeping. I asked my son if he ate, and he said not really, just chips, and that he tried to take all the food out of the fridge to make something to eat. After feeding and changing my 6-month-old, I nearly tore that bedroom door down trying to get him to open it. He finally opened the door, all groggy, and said, "What do you want?" Clearly annoyed. I tore him a new one and screamed that our children hadn't eaten all day because his lazy ass couldn't wake up and care for them. He just stared at me dumbfounded and said, "Oh, my bad, I thought they ate before you went to work." I was crying at this point. He had stayed up all night playing video games and promised he'd wake up for the kids. I should have known better. I told him I wasn't going to get our kids taken away because of him and that we were over. I'm shaking. I have literally never been so mad in my life, and all he can say is sorry. I don't know where I'm going, but I have to leave. I hugged my son, told him he did his best, and that I was proud of him for taking care of his sister. It's so sad he even had to do that. Update. I asked him to leave the apartment. We're both on the lease, but I really didn't care at that point. I told him he needed to leave or I'd tell the police that he failed to care for our 2 children. He got super angry with me, saying it was a mistake and it wouldn't happen again. I said I didn't care, and told him to pack his stuff and go stay with his dad. Needless to say, after some intense arguing, he went on a rampage destroying stuff around the apartment, like the TV, dishes, and mirrors. He made a complete mess of our room and the living room. I just let him, because I was recording everything. My son came out asking what was going on, and I told him to lock himself in the nursery with his sister. I didn't think he would try to do anything to them, but I've read way too many stories. I had to stop recording to call the police. I yelled at him to calm down because the police were on the way, and that's when he put his hands on me. I had to fight him off. He did get arrested, and all 3 of us are relatively unharmed. I just have some light bruises on my arm. My mom is taking the kids so I can attempt to get the apartment cleaned and replace what I can afford. I know this isn't the happy ending you are all wanting, but we are fine. My son has just been oddly quiet, and I feel awful. Hopefully, I can take him out for a treat or something soon when I get this mess sorted out. I'm very tired and stressed, so it's taking a lot of energy to even write this. Thank you for the support. Better days are ahead, hopefully.